means converting from one type to another type. So let's say, for example, I open this Python. Okay, let's say I have taken a equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now if I ask the interpreter type a type of a, then what will be the answer?
It shows it's a list, sir.
Sorry?
It's a list, sir.
I'm not able to hear you.
It's a list, sir.
Yes. So now you're asking a type function and you're giving a. So it will check that type of the data inside the variable a and it will give you the answer. So it will be like a list. It will show you like a list because list type of data, it is stored inside a. So now if you want to convert this data to another type. So for example, I want to convert it into a tuple. If you want to convert it into a tuple, so generally how we will create a tuple s equals to like this with the help of these brackets. Yes or no? So 1, 2, 3 like this. So this is how we will be creating a tuple, right? With the help of this parenthesis, we can create a tuple. So apart from this particular way, we have another way to create a tuple, that is tuple tuple function name. So if you call like this, the tuple will be created. So for example, if you want to create a tuple z equals to 1, 2, 3. So this is how you can create a tuple, or c equals to tuple tuple. So this is how you can create a tuple. So z equals to, this is one way to create a tuple, and with the help of using tuple function. So this is a function, a tuple function. So with the help of this function also you can create an empty tuple. Now the point here is that, let's say you have a list A, and if you want to convert this list to a tuple, then with the help of tuple tuple function, we can convert tuple and giving a data is A. So if I give the data A, then what it will do is it will try to create a tuple with the help of the data A. So whatever the data A is having, so that data will get converted into tuple. Now earlier A has this one. Now what it has done is it has taken this data and it has created a tuple. See, generally here how you are creating a tuple, you are just giving the brackets, but inside the tuple what you have given, nothing. That's why it has created an empty tuple. But now to this tuple function we have given some data, and what is the data? We have taken A. Whatever the A is having, take that data and create a tuple with that data. So now what it will do is it will just create a new tuple, but A will be having as it is list. A will be having a list. But what this guy has done is it has taken the data A as a reference and it has created a tuple like this. So why it has taken the reference A? Because this particular function we have passed A. So you are giving tuple tuple of A. That means you are asking the tuple function like this. Here you are just asking a tuple function, but you are not saying anything. But here you are asking a tuple function, but you are giving A to that. So what is this A? A is nothing but a list. It is having some data. So this data, it will take it and it will create a tuple. Clear?
Yes.
So now tuple of A, what this will do, it will create a new tuple. Now where this tuple is created, where this tuple is getting stored. Now this list we have stored in the variable A. If I want this list,
Yes.
sorry?
In place of base. No. So it's just showing like a tuple.
Yeah, so it's showing as a tuple, but where this tuple will be stored? It will be stored somewhere in the RAM. Okay. Now, if you want to use the same tuple again, how you will get it? It will be difficult. So that's why if you want the tuple, you can store them. So for example, x equal to tuple, tuple of A. So the meaning here is create a tuple. So how you are creating? You are taking the help of tuple function and you're trying to create a tuple and you're passing a reference A. So A is a data. So this is a list. So whatever this list is having, so it will take that data and it will create a tuple. So whatever the tuple it is creating, that tuple will be stored into a variable X. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now X is created. Now in the same way, so from one type to another type, let's say now you have X is a tuple. Now you want to convert to a list, list, list of X. So list is a function we have discussed, right? To create a list, we can use square brackets or list function. So now if you want to convert from tuple to list, you can use the list method. Okay, let's say you have A equals to 1, 2, 3. Now what A is what? A is a number. If you want to convert into a string, str of A. So earlier it was just a number. Now created a string like this. Now let's say you have a string A equals to S equals something like a 2 like this. If you want to convert into a number, int of S. You have a number called C equals to some 10. Now C is what? Integer. If you want to convert into a floating point, float, float of C, 10.0. So with the help of their functions, if you want to convert to a list, list is a function which will be used. If you want to convert to a string, str is a function. If you want to convert to an integer, int is a function. So with the help of this typecastings, what we can do is we can convert from one type of data to another type of data. Okay. So from list to tuple, tuple to list, XYZ. Now, guys, are you getting the point or do you have any questions? Okay. So now, let's say I have a dictionary D 4 colon 40, 5 colon 50. Now, if you see, let's take A equal to one list, that is 1, 2, 3, like this, 4. Now, if I convert tuple, tuple of A, now this is possible because 1, 2, 3, 4. I want this data, I want to convert into tuple. So it can be converted. But now if I give list, list of D, will it work? Because if you see, the data inside dictionary will be different. But data inside list will be same as tuple also. Only the brackets are getting changed. So here it will be converted easily. But now I have a dictionary. The data is like this. If I try to convert this dictionary into a list, then what will happen? Mm-hmm. Don't try to do this in your system. If you tell, if you are doing and giving the answer, then I need explanation. What happened, guys? Are you there? Am I audible to you?
Sir.
Yeah. So what will be the answer?
Sir, I think 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
So it will give you the list of like this 10. Okay. So in case of dictionaries, what I have informed you, the dictionary will only remember the keys. It will only remember the keys like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will not remember the values because if D remembers the keys, that is fine. That's okay enough, right? Because anyway, the key is mapped to values. So no need to remember the values. So now what will happen is the D will always focus on keys. Now, if you try to convert into a list, right, it will take only the keys like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Got it right?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's say if I have a z equals to 1, 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 2, comma 2, comma 2, comma 2, comma 3, comma 3, comma 3, comma 3, comma 4, comma 4, comma 4, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6, 7. This is one list. Now if I want to convert this list into a set, so what I will do? Typecasting, set of z. So to whichever the type you want, you can just use the name of the type and just pass the data. So list, if you want to convert into a list, list is a function which will be used. Now if I use set of z, then what will happen? Z is a list, and list is having this kind of a data. If I use set of z, then what will happen?
Sir, I guess we are unable to confirm it, unable to change it.
You will be not
Because
able to
it's,
change.
Yes,
Okay.
because inside we have no duplicates.
Okay. Yeah, what will happen is it will create the data into a set, but it will take only unique items. It will take only 1, it will take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how a typecasting can be implemented. So typecasting means converting from one type to another type. Is it clear to you? Anybody has any questions in this?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, if we jetni manamu dictionary change చేయాలంటే dictionary change చేస్తే
Sorry?
z variable ని dictionary లో సార్ లిస్ట్ కాదు సార్ అది
Which one?
z variable
Yeah, Z variable.
Dictionaries లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసేయాలి.
No. So dictionary means what? Dictionary, if you want to convert into a dictionary, DICT, dict of Z, then what will happen? Cannot convert into a dictionary because this is having data like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Sequence. But how the data looks like in dictionary? For one key, there should be a value. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So data is not easily convertible, right? So the pattern is different. But when you try to convert a dictionary to a list, it is getting converted because dictionary will focus only on keys. So it contains only keys 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it is able to convert into a list like this. We are getting only keys. But now taking this data and converting into a dictionary will be difficult because there should be a way, right? Key and value. But we don't have that kind of data here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Clear?
That's it.
Anybody else has any questions? Okay. So now I have A equals to 1, 2. If I do str of A, then what will happen?
It's formed like a string, sir.
Sorry?
It's formed like a string, sir.
Okay. Now if I have if I have some T equals to A, B, C. Now if I do int of T, then what will happen?
show error.
Correct. Why?
It's alphabets
Because
and not
alphabets.
Yeah, correct. So if you want to convert a string into integer, then whatever the string that you have given, that should contain only a digit format like this. Then only it will accept. Else it will be difficult. For example, if you take x equals to like 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this, it will now it can. So int of x, it will convert because whatever the string you have taken here, it's a number format, digit format of a string. So we can convert that into an integer. Okay, so that's it, guys. So that is about the typecasting. So typecasting is nothing but converting from one type to another type. So whichever the type that you wanted to convert, so we have to pass that respective function name of a data type. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions?
Sir, I have a question, sir. సార్ మనము లిస్ట్ ని టపులో చేంజ్ చేయొచ్చు, టపుని లిస్ట్ లో చేంజ్ చేయొచ్చు. అలాగే ఇక డిక్షనరీస్ లో అనేది చేంజ్ చేయలేం కదా సార్?
యా, డిక్షనరీలోకి చేంజ్ చేయలేమంటే the data should be in that particular format. Else you cannot change it, right? So dictionary will be having what? Keys and values.
Sir, after changing, we can add something, sir.
Yeah, you can. See, if you are changing means, for example, let's say, so here Z, right? This is Z. What is Z? Where it is? So this is Z. Z is this one. So what I'm doing, C equals to set of Z. So try to understand the concept. So what I'm trying to do here, set of Z. Take this Z, create into a set format, and then store into C. Yes or no? Now what is C? C is nothing but a set. Now C is a set, right? So if you want to add something, C dot add. Then you can add it. Okay. But Z will be always the list only. We are not disturbing a Z. We are not changing this data. We are taking this data and we are creating another data from this type to another type in a new. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Any questions? Okay. So if no questions, then we will start the next concept, that is operators. So there are few operators in Python. The first one is arithmetic operator. So obviously, I hope everybody know about this one. Arithmetic means we have addition, we have subtraction, we have division, we have multiplication, and along with that, we have modulus. So these are the, and also we have power also. Okay. So generally, forgot about this two. You might have not heard about this two. So generally, arithmetic operator means what? So plus, minus, into, division. So all those things, right? So these are comes under arithmetic operator. Okay. Or let me remove this one. So the first thing is plus symbol, right? So let me do one thing. Okay. So in arithmetic operator, right? So in arithmetic operator, the first one is plus symbol. Okay, so I hope like everybody might be knowing about this plus symbol, so no need to much focus on this in right now. So let's get started. So plus symbol, we will be using this as we will be calling this an arithmetic operator. So in Python, what happens is this plus symbol can be used for two purposes. Listen carefully. In Python, this plus symbol can be used for two different purposes. The first one that it can be used for addition. The first one that it can be used is addition. So addition means generally. So if you want to add something, right? If you want to add something, right? So generally, let's say I have A equals to 1, B equals to 2. Then what I will do? A plus B. Okay? Or you can directly take, no need of A plus something. You can take like 1 plus 2 something. Now, if you see what we are trying to do here, we are trying to add this 1 and this 2 with the help of this plus symbol. So this one we called as a operand. This 2 is also we call as a operand, and this plus we call as a operator. If you want to understand in detail, so this is an operand. This is an operator. This is also operand. So if you want to do addition, you have to provide at least two numbers, like 1 plus 2. So as we discussed in Python, the plus symbol will be used for two purposes. The one among them is addition. So obviously everyone might be knowing about this one. So 1 plus 2. So this is a case where we call it as an addition. Then another case, the other case we call as a concatenation. So the same plus symbol we will be using for concatenation. So before discussing about how this will happen, first let us discuss about what is this concatenation. So everybody knows about addition. That's why I have not spent that much time on this, because addition means adding two numbers. But now concatenation. So what is this concatenation? So concatenation is nothing but it's a string operation. So string operation means, for example, let's say I have one string that is HELLO, hello. Okay, let's say I have A equals to HELLO, hello. I have B equals to WORLD, world, another string. Now A is one string, B is another string. Now what I will do is A plus B. So generally, if you do A plus B, what we know till now is addition. So A plus B, that means I am adding A and B. But here, if you want to add A plus B, A is not a number, B is not a number. Then what will happen? This is a string. This is a string. If you are applying a plus symbol on two different strings, earlier, if you want to perform addition, 1 plus 1, that means this is a number, this is a number. On numbers, you are using plus. Then it will work as an addition. But now, A is not a number, plus B is not a number. A is a string, B is a string. If you are applying A plus B, then what will happen is it will combine. Hello world, it will combine, it will join together like this. Hello world. So this is called concatenation. Concatenation means combining them together. I'm combining A and B. So A plus B means I'm joining them, I'm combining them. So that is called concatenation. So in Python, this plus symbol can be used for two purposes. One is for addition and one is for concatenation. So now, when it will work as an addition, when it will work as a concatenation. If you are giving, see, you are using a plus symbol. The left side of this plus symbol, the right side of the plus symbol. If both the sides, left side and right side, if you are giving number, number type, then it will do as a addition. If left side and right side you are giving as a string, then it will perform as a concatenation. Okay. So if you are giving like this, one side you are giving a number and other side you are giving as a string, that will not work. See, if this is a number, other side is a number, then in that case addition will work. If this is a string like this and other side is also string like this, then it will work. One side of one type, other side of other type, if you're trying to do with a plus, that will not work. If you're giving a list here, plus you are giving one string like this, that will not work. If you are giving, I forgot to mention you, in case of concatenation, right? Remember this point. See, when you are giving a plus symbol, in Python, this plus symbol will be used for two different purposes. The first one is addition. The second is concatenation. So these are the two things that will happen with the same plus symbol. So when will it will work as an addition? If both the sides, I'm talking about this plus, I'm focusing on this plus. Both the sides means of this plus. Both the sides of a plus symbol, that means this side and this side. If both the sides, left side and right side, if you are giving number type like 1 and 2, in this case only it will work as a addition. Rest means other than numbers. Other than numbers. For example, if you are using plus here, other than number means what? You have a string. If you are using string like this, then it will work concatenation. Other than numbers, like means if you are using plus symbol like this, but here if you are using list, and here also if you are using list, that means other than numbers, you can use anything, any type of data, but both the sides should be of same type. See, in case of numbers also, if this side you are using number, the other side also should be a number. Then only it will work as a addition. But other than numbers, rest everything, it will be considered as a concatenation. If you are giving this side as a string, the other side also, if it is a string, then it will work as a concatenation. If left side is a list, other side is also list, then it will work as a concatenation. If this is a tuple, other side is a tuple, then it will work as a concatenation. So in case of numbers only, it will work as a addition. But rest other cases like strings, list, and tuples, in these three cases, it will work as a concatenation. And that also, both the sides should be of same type. If you are giving list string here, if you are giving list here, then in this case, it will not accept. If you are giving list as one side, then the other side also should be a list. Then only it will work as a concatenation. So for example, if I'm taking a list A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and B equals to, I have a 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what I will do, A plus B. Okay, so I have A like this. So what I'm doing, A plus, I'm giving one list 1 like this. I'm going to add it. A is this one, plus another list I'm giving like this. So concatenation. So A is a list type, plus another list of 1. If I give A plus 1 like this, it will not work. Because now A is a list type and 1 is a integer type. Now it will not do a concatenation. In this case, it will not do a concatenation. So can only concatenate list, not int. That means if you are giving this side as a list, it is expecting the other side also list, but you are giving integer. Okay, so that is about this plus symbol. Anybody has any questions in this? And by the way, one more point you have to remember, dictionaries you cannot do like this, and for set also you cannot do like this, because two will not work in case of something. So you cannot perform concatenation on dictionaries. It will not work. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Anybody has any questions till now regarding this addition and concatenation?
It's clear, sir.
Okay, so that is about this arithmetic in arithmetic operator, that is about the plus symbol. Now we have a minus symbol. So as usually minus, right, if I have 10 minus 5, so 10 minus 5 means what? So 1 minus 5, we can do whatever. So no need to think about this that much, nothing about it. So 10 minus 7 something, 2 minus 5 something. So as usually, however, the minus operator will work in mathematics, the same kind of a thing. Nothing much about this one. So this will be used for subtraction. Okay. Now the next symbol that we will be using is star symbol. So in Python, this star symbol will be used for 3 different purposes. So the first one is multiplication. The second one is replication. The third one is power. So these are the 3 different ways that we can utilize this star symbol. So the first one, as usual, you know about this multiplication. So multiplication means what? So I have some 10 into where is it? Some 5. So whenever you are using this star symbol, same as addition, guys. If both the sides are numbers, then only it will work as addition. Here also, if both the sides, the left side, the right side, if both the sides are numbers, then only it will work as a multiplication. So I don't want to take much time on this because everybody might be knowing about this one. 10 into 4 something, like 12 into something, 87 something, multiplication. So now the replication. So before discussing about replication, let us first discuss what is this replication. Replicate, that means repeat the data. Replicating means nothing but repeat the data. For example, let's say I have a string called Ravi into 5. That means I want to repeat Ravi 5 times. See what will happen. Ravi 5 times. Let's say I have a list like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 10 times. So replicate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times it will do this. So this is called replication. Okay. So when it will work as a multiplication, if both the sides are numbers, then it will work as a replication. So now, if both the sides are numbers, then it will work as a multiplication. So now left side into right side. So left side, right? So whatever the data that you are giving, so it's not about left side or right side. I think even we can give like this also. So 5 into Ravi, I think this also will work. Yes. So it's not about left side or right side. If one side is an integer, see here, 5 is an integer number. Here also 5 is an integer number. 10 is also an integer number. So how many times you want to repeat that you are mentioning here? I want to repeat 5 times. I want to repeat 10 times. But we will be not mentioned like this, right? I want to repeat 2.3 times into this list. This is not possible, right? We have to mention only what? We have to mention only a int type. That means accurate number, not this point values. So the point here is that if one side is integer and other side is, it can be list or dictionary, this one, this 3. Other side is this 3. So whatever this 3, whatever the types that we are able to use for concatenation, if those sides and one side is integer number, it can be that data, or this side the data, this side integer number, anything. So the pointer is that one side is like list or string, and the other side is integer value. In that case, it will work as a replication. Simple. You need to remember all this formal kind. So you are giving one data, you are giving into 10. That means I want to repeat this data 10 times. Replicating. You are repeating. That is called replication. Here?
Yes, sir.
So the same star will be used. So when it will work as a multiplication, if both the sides are numbers, then only. If one side is number and one side is other type of data, then it will work as a replication. So replication will not work for dictionaries and sets. Okay. So now power. So generally in mathematics, you have used, right, a square, b square, a power 10, 2 power 10, a power 4, a power 5, a power 6. You're performing, right? So 2 square, 3 square. So 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. That's what. So you have a 2. Now if you want to use 2 power 10, so how you write generally? So generally if you are, where is it? So generally if you want to write, how you will write? So if you want to write like a 2 power 10, how you will write? So 2, 1 second. So you write like, what happened? So if you want to write 2 power 10, so we write 2 power 10 like this, right? So 2 square means 2 power square, like this, 2 power 2. So 2 power 3, so 2 power 4, so 2 power 5, so 2 power 6, 2 power 7, 10 power 8, so 9 power some 16, so 16 power 9. So power means this part, the exponential. So this we call as a base. Yes or no? So this is called power or exponent value. Do you remember this in your school days or not? Yeah. So now the power means that we can represent here. So 2 power 10, that means 2, we have to give 2 times this star symbol, then 10. Enter. So this is 2 power. 2 power 2, 4. So 2 power 3, 2 power 4, not. So some few might be having other of this one, few ones might not be heard about this word. So now with the help of one simple example, I will conclude these 2 points. Okay. So generally, if you want to do a division, how you will do? For example, let's say I want to divide the 10 by 2. So in schools, how we used to do is, this is 2, this is 10, and this is another bracket. So now what I will do, 2 5s are 10. So we will write here minus 10. Okay. So now in the next line, we will do like this, and then the remainder will be 0. So this is how we will do a division, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now to do this thing in Python, how this division can be represented? Generally, for multiplication, we are using star. For minus, we are using this symbol. For plus, we are using plus symbol. Addition, we are using plus symbol. So in the same way, if you want to use division, we have to use this slash. So how to write this 2? So 10 divided by 2. So I'm trying to divide this 10 by 2. Now listen carefully. If I write 10 divided by 2, then what will be the answer? I will get the answer as 5. Listen carefully what I'm saying here. If I do 10 divided by 2 like this, so division, how to represent a division with the help of slash. So 10/2 means you're trying to divide this 10 by 2. If you try to perform this operation, then the answer you will be getting is this one. So this is called quotient. Yes or no? So this is a divider, dividend, quotient, remainder, right? So no need to remember all those terms also. Even if you're not aware, that is fine. So look at this example. If you are using this division operator, whatever number it might be, you will get the answer as here. Whatever the value that it is giving here, right? So that value you will get if you are using this division operator. If you want this answer, whatever the answer it is getting here, if you want this, then you have to use modulus. Then how this modulus will be represented? With the help of percentage symbol. So now same thing, 10 modulus 2. Now see, 10 divided by 2 means you will get answer as 5. So same, 10 modulus 2 means you will get the answer as 0. So if you want to focus on this, that means any number, if you are dividing by any number, that means you are dividing x by n. It can be anything, or you can take y. So any number, if you are dividing by any other number, then you will get this answer, the quotient, whatever you are getting here. That answer you will get it. Any number, if you are applying a modulus operator with any number, you will get the answer this one. So generally, this is the division process we have learned in school. If you want to get this answer, use this symbol. If you want to know this answer, then use this symbol. That's it. So now let's see. So I have a 10 modulus 2. So modulus means what? I will get this answer. So 0. 10 divided by 2. What? I will get this answer. That is 5. So here we are getting 5.0. That means if you are using single slash, you will get the result in floating points. If you are using double slash, you will get the accurate, like it will remove the point values. It will give only before point values. This one. So for example, if you are dividing 7 slash by 2, if you divide 7 by 2, you will get 3.5, right? Yes or no? So if you divide 7 by 2 times, you will get 3.5. But if you don't want the point values, you want the exact this value, then use double slash. It will remove this point value. It will not round off. It is not about round off. After point, whatever it is there, it will remove everything if you are using double slash. If you want the result in points, then use single slash. So that is about this arithmetic operators. In arithmetic, you have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and power and modulus. So these are the different operators that we have in arithmetic operator. Is it clear to you? Anybody has any questions?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is about the arithmetic operator. So the next topic that we have is, what's the time? You want me to start the next concept or we'll discuss tomorrow? Shall I continue or you want me to stop it? So let's say there are two persons. So we are comparing the two persons. How you will compare? We will look at their heights. We will look at their heights. We will look at their weights. We will look at their ages. We will look at their colors, etc., etc. So we have to compare, right? Who is bigger? Who is taller? Who is shorter? Who is faster? Who is slower? So we are comparing between two datas. So however you are adding two data, you are dealing with the two data. You are applying addition or subtraction or multiplication between the two data. Yes or no? Now what is A plus B? A is one data, B is another data. So you're adding these two data. Now in the same way, you have A equals to some 10 and B equals to some 20. Now what you're trying to do? We are trying to do comparing. So comparing means in mathematics, if you remember in your school days, you might have seen like this: A greater than B, A less than B, A greater than or equals to B, A less than or equals to B. Have you heard about this one? Have you saw about these things? A less than B, A greater than B, A greater than or equal to B. So now the other one is A equals to B. So you are comparing. So here you are saying that try to learn whatever you have written here. Try to complete this one. Try to learn this. So this symbol is what? Greater than. So we have greater than, we have less than, we have greater than or equals to, we have less than or equals to, and we have equals to. So these are the different operators that we have in case of comparison. So these operators we will be using for comparing. So arithmetic means these are for mathematical addition, subtraction. In the same way, comparison operators will be used for comparing two different data. Now A is one data, B is one data. Now you are saying that A greater than B. So let us focus here. A is 10, B is 20. Now you are saying that A greater than B. So try to read this one. A greater than B. Now what is A? A is 10. What is B? B is 20. So when you write A greater than B, what will happen? So here you have taken A equals to some 10, B equals to some 20, and you are saying that A greater than B. When you do A greater than B, what will happen? What is this A? A is nothing but 10. So 10 greater than B means what? 20. So 10 greater than 20. This is true or false?
True.
False, sir.
10 greater than 20, it's a true. 10 అనేది 20 కన్నా గ్రేటర్ అంటున్నారు. అది ట్రూనా?
False.
It's a false. That's one. So B greater than A. True or false?
True, sir.
True. So what is B? B is 20. And you are saying that B greater than A. So B is greater than A, you are saying. What is B? 20. What is A? 10. So 20 greater than 10. Yeah, it's true. A less than B. True or false? A less than B. What is A here? A is 10. Less than 20. It's a true. B less than A. What is B here? B is 20. That means we are checking two conditions. One is he can be, when there are two persons are standing, you want to check whether who is bigger. So if you want to check who is bigger, you will use this one. So who is bigger or not? If you want to check who is smaller, you can use this one, less than. But if you are using this symbol, that means both. One can be greater than that or he can be equals to. That means now A equals to, one second. You have A equals to 1. You have B equals to 2. A greater than or equals to B. See how you are writing here. The meaning of this line is A greater than or equals to B. A greater than or equals to B. That means the data inside this A, it may be greater than or equal to the data B. So now A is 1. 1 greater than or equals to B. This is true or false? Equal to the B. Then you get false. Now let's say C equals to 1. Now A greater than or equals to C. Now you are saying that there is a data A. This A can be greater or equal to. If any, there are two conditions, guys. Here there is only one condition, b less than a. It will check whether the data inside b, the data inside a, if it is less than this one, it will be true. If it is not less than, it will be false. Now here there are two conditions. First, it will check a is greater than c or not. If it is not, then it will check whether a is equal to c or not. So two conditions it will check. The first condition is greater. The next condition is equal to. If any one condition is true, then the answer will be true. So now tell me, a greater than or equal to c. This is true or false?
True, sir.
True. Because
sir.
the first condition is greater than. A is not greater than c. It will go to the next condition, that is equals to. Now a equals to c. So the meaning of this one is it may be equal or it may be greater. I mean, it may be greater or equal to. It will check both the conditions. May be greater or may be equal to the c. That one it is checking. So in the same way, a less than or equal to c. A is lesser or it may be equal to the c. So that is what about this one, greater than, less than. So I am not spending much time on this because already you might have seen this symbols in your schools, like greater than, less than. They are simple. Just comparing it, greater than, less than, this one too. Now we will focus on this two here. In Python, the rule 1 we have discussed this. In Python, the rule what we have discussed is a equals to 1. Whenever if you see the equals to operator like this, the right side of that equals to operator will be stored into left side. That means if there is a single equals to operator, then we call this as a assignment. Assignment means assignment operator. That means this value you are assigning to this guy. This is called assignment operator. But when you see a equal to 1, this is called comparison operator. This is assignment. That means if single value means right side data you are putting into left side. But when there are double equals to, when there are two equals to, then the meaning is comparing. How you are comparing? The meaning of this line is whatever the data inside A is there, that data and this data both are same. You are saying that the data inside A and this data both are same. If both are same, then you will get the answer as true. If both are not same, then you will get the answer as false. Initially, you have taken 1 into this A. Now you are checking that the data in this side and this side both are same. So why you are saying both are same? With the help of this double equals to operator. For example, let's say A equals to 10. Let's say A equals to some 10, B equal to some 20. Now you are saying that A equal to B. The data inside A, the data inside B, both are same, you are saying. If both are really same, you will get the answer as true. If both are not same, you will get answer as false. So this is comparison. Whether both are equal or not, you are checking. If it is equal, you will get the answer as true. If it is not equal, you will get the answer as false. Whether this is greater than or not, you are checking. Whether this is less than or not, you are checking. So everything we are checking here. Comparing the data. Whatever the checking you're doing, if that checking is correct, then you will get answer as true. If that is not correct, you will get the answer as false. So this is about the comparison operators. Anybody has any questions here?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think like we can stop at this particular point. So tomorrow we'll discuss the rest two operators. One is logical. The next operator we have is logical operators. And then we have membership operators. The membership operators. So logical operators and next is membership operators. So we have discussed the two operators today, that is arithmetic operator and comparison operator. In the next session,